Here with Pete Salvatore. How'd you get your start in racing, Pete?
I built a car, and I went down to Westboro with it, and I used to call it the Early Bird, #2. And I was going around, I was doing pretty good with it, and a fellow named Bob Bouchard, Red White Blue, was there with his family watching the races, and his son used to say, "Oh, watch Pete Salvatore, watch that #2." And so after races, he came over to me and said to me, "Geez, I got a little place up in Fitchburg, so I can help you out with the car." So I never thought too much of it, and bought a bunch of tires. Let's take a ride up there, see what it says. So I went up there, I met Bob Bouchard, and he got me into racing pretty all over like the circuit cars. With red and white movers, Bob Bouchard owned it. And I used to have Ronnie Bouchard on my lap and put my going around, showing him Bouchard then. Used to fix the tires and clean the car and stuff like that. And then when Ronnie got old enough, I moved on to the modifies down in Westboro. And Ronnie took over the car. I was driving up in Brookline, but he went to Hudson. But he moved on from there. And he got into the big leagues. He did very, very well. And I gotta say that much, Robert, he never forgot me. He always mentions my name, which I appreciate. That's how I got into racing, and I did pretty good. We had a good time.
You had a pretty successful career between Westboro, and you mentioned the sister track up in Brookline, New Hampshire.
Brookline, New Hampshire, and I ran down in Riverside. I ran down in Thompson. I ran down in Norwood. There was another one up in North End. I can't remember it, I think.
Medford?
No, it wasn't Metro. Peabody.
PBD, okay, yeah.
It was Peabody. I ran up there. And we were pretty well closer. Because I got into the modifieds. That's when Ronnie took it over. And Ronnie done very well. But his father was very good to me. Ronnie was good to his family. I appreciate all he done for me. I hope to see his father, Ronnie, quite a bit. We stay close together.
How'd you come up with the number 2? It seems like that's the number you had originally, and that the Crooked 2 is one, of course, what the Red and White Movers team had.
No, I had the 2 when I started.
Okay.
I used to call it, when I started off, it was just an old 46 Ford sedan, and ran at Westboro. And we used to call it, I didn't even have a paint particulars, and I could private. And I just put on a #2, the Early Bird. That's what I used to call it then. And then when I got with Ronnie, Ron Bouchard, and Bob, we put the 2, and then we put the Crooked Deuce, because they used to always kept saying they thought we were illegal. They used to pull us down at night to see if we were all right, which we were. So I just got there and said, well, I always think we're pulling something with Crooked, so we'll put down, bend the 2 on the door and put down the Crooked Deuce. So that's the way we ran it after. So that was about it.
I remember one battle reading about 1964, give or take, yourself and Reno Talonen battling it out the whole race for like a 25 or a 30 lapper.
Yes, we did. That was a good race. He gave me plenty of room. I gave him plenty of room. He was a good, clean driver, and we always got along pretty good.
And given your success running a number of different racetracks, did you acquire any championships, or have any estimate how many wins you had?
To be truthful, I think at one time, I had probably about 30, 35 trophies, different tracks. When I first started racing, now that I think back, I built the car, and we went up to Keene, New Hampshire, and I had a trailer, single tire on it with a sedan car on it. And it took us hours to get up there. Then we got up there, and somebody kept saying, "You got to go up to New Hampshire. You got to go up there." So we try it. So we got up there, and we got into a race. And the next week was the last race of the year, the champion for the championship race. And I said, well, we might as well go back up. It was a dirt track. So I went over and I bent the back springs of the car, get it lower and all that. When I got up there, the guy came over and checked the car. He goes, you can't run the car. He goes, what's the matter? He goes, get the springs. You can't do that. Well, I went over and got the welder over there, hit him up, bent the back. The guy looked at me and said, okay, leave it like that. And when the race started, and we're going around and dirt's flying all over, get the handkerchief on, and halfway through the race, I was boiling over, and it pulls in a minute into the pits there. There was a restart. The guy, it's boiled over, but he said, keep going, you're doing good, you're on third. Just go. So he put water, I took off, it was still boiling over, all over the windshield and everything. And the race was over. I'm still going around, and they're out there trying to flag me down. I couldn't see if the race was over or not. And they stopped me, and they said, you won the race. I says, huh? I didn't even realize I won the race. And that was the first trophy I ever got from Keene, New Hampshire.
Wow. You had a lot of success in your career. Do you have anything that was a bit of a low light or something that had any bad crashes during your career? I think one time I seen at Riverside, you might have gone out at the park.
Yeah. You know what? I went out at Riverside, went over the wall, and then I got another. We went down to Connecticut. I run second. I come into the first turn. I don't know what happened. Hit the sandbag, over the bank. Down the roof, water, I climbed out of it. That was about the two real bad ones.
Do you still attend racing to this day?
No.
That station was hurting
I don't go out too much.
I mean, I'm talking about the business. They're having this struggle.
I went to,
them big time.
2 years ago back down to Daytona and watched the races. And that was about it. But I watch them on TV. Sundays. That's about it.
If I remember correctly, you even you ran, I want to say it's back from the 50s or early 60s, and you ended up running all the way through the early 70s at Riverside and picked up a win there.
Yes,
right towards the end.
Yes, that was last one I won. Yeah. Then I didn't run no more.